morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jules and I am a 27-year-old college professor and PhD student. We have some busy fall days ahead of us, so I wanted to take you along for the ride. So this morning I decided to work for a few hours. So I worked from around 4:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. and then I crashed back into bed and fell back asleep. This was a very productive morning working on lecture prep and grading, and I did have some time to work on my own personal research. I mentioned this in my previous video on healthy habits, but I love to work in the morning and complete all my cognitively demanding tasks early on in the day. I just feel so much more productive and accomplished, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the day. So here I am, just protecting my peak, and then I went back to sleep, woke up later in the afternoon, and wrote a to-do list. As you just saw, I was working really early in the morning for a few hours, and then I crashed and fell asleep and didn't wake up till now, the afternoon. It is currently 12:30, so I am scrambling. I feel like Mr. Krabs. I wanted to go grocery shopping this morning, but now we are doing it this afternoon. I want to grab some freebies. If you don't know, I love downloading apps and then getting like welcome rewards and then their birthday rewards. I like to spread it out. So I have some freebies that I want to claim. And I personally don't think it's abusing the system because I'm claiming just one a year, not like multiple times. And this is obviously better for me and my health because I don't want to get a bunch of things all in one month. I like it all spread out. So I'm grabbing a pretzel and a cookie today. And the best part is that it's free and I don't have to pay for it. And I have been craving a pretzel from Auntie Anne's with some cheese. And I am also going to cook some sinigang. And I wanted to do salmon, but I decided I should just make like shrimp sinigang. I haven't made shrimp sinigang before, but I do have some leftover salmon, so it's going to be sort of like a mix. And then I also did some lecture prep today. I'll also do some more lecture prep tomorrow. I have some yoga classes planned, and also I want to get back into the gym. It's been a minute since I've done some intentional movement, so I'm really happy to be getting back on track, and probably the next video will be a video dedicated to falling back into my routines for fall. Okay, so I'm gonna eat some leftover beans really quickly before I get some of my freebies and before I go grocery shopping. So I wanted to just fuel up a little bit, eat my leftovers, drink some water, of course, some more tea. But yeah, let's have some productive fall days this week. I spent most of my afternoon running errands. I went to a few stores to buy a new umbrella since my umbrella broke the other day and it's been raining, so I really need a nice sturdy umbrella, but the options were kind of whack, so it was really hard to find a good umbrella, and I went to multiple different stores. Of course, I got my freebies, I got my cookie and my pretzel, and then I also went grocery shopping, and I came back home to put the groceries away, and I also wanted to prep all of my ingredients for the dinner that I'm making later tonight. So that just meant chopping up all the vegetables like the onions, the tomatoes, washing the produce as well, like the bok choy. And then what I'm trying to do is take any scraps from all of these veggies and putting them all in a Ziploc bag to put in the freezer and eventually make some sort of chicken or vegetable stock. I didn't have time to cook right away because I had a yoga class, so I walked over to get some movement in for the day. I'm really getting back into yoga and just fitness classes in general. I find it a lot easier for me to join a fitness class, especially since these are free for me on campus. After yoga, I walked back home to cook my dinner, my sinigang, so I just took out all the ingredients that I had prepped earlier and started cooking. This dish is super simple and easy to cook, and it's so nostalgic and it's so delicious. It's a perfect dish for the fall season. It is a brand new day, and today we have lecture, so I started off the morning by getting ready. I did my normal makeup routine, and I featured this routine more in depth in another video. I believe it's the first video that I made about my life as a college professor. Then we went ahead and prepped my brunch, and I'm really trying to prioritize protein and fiber, so I'm adding spinach and also making eggs with cottage cheese in it for even more protein, and I'm placing that all over my potatoes for some carbs. Good morning, everyone. We have lecture today, and I basically wanted to recap from yesterday. We had a very productive work day. We did work bright and early in the morning, and it was great to get all of that done. And then I also went grocery shopping. I cooked sinigang, which is my favorite Filipino dish, and it felt very fall yesterday. I'm also glad I completed a bunch of little tasks, like getting a new umbrella because my umbrella broke the other day. So I'm so glad I have a new umbrella, and I've been wanting a clear umbrella, so I'm excited to use it. But today it was supposed to rain, so that's why I bought the umbrella, and it's actually sunny out, so that's great, but eventually I will use the umbrella. Yeah, yesterday really did feel like fall. It was rainy and cloudy. I got a free pretzel. I'm also getting another free pretzel tomorrow. I got a free cookie, and I'm also getting another free cookie today. And what else? Like, all the things that I was doing yesterday just really felt warm and cozy internally, even though it was cold outside. But I also did yoga, so that was very nice to get back into moving my body intentionally. And I also completed a workout. I did my typical arm workout and walked on the treadmill. It is currently 10:40. I'm just gonna grub on this brunch. I made breakfast potatoes. I used the leftover potatoes that I made a couple weeks ago, and these are the sinigang potatoes, so they also have that soury tamarind taste. And then I made 2 scrambled eggs with cottage cheese, spinach, onions, and then I sprinkled some everything but the bagel seasoning to make it even more breakfasty, and then some sriracha. Of course, I have my green tea right here and my kiwis. I have 2 right now, but I'll probably end up just eating 1. I don't know how full I'll get off of this breakfast. But yeah, we have our kiwis, and I'm too lazy to cut them, as you know, so I just bite into them as if they were an apple. So yeah, let's eat. After eating my brunch, I walked on over to the office to do even more work. I mainly focus on lecture prep and grading their assignments that are due at around 12 p.m. This week's topics were really interesting, and I think it really generated very fruitful in-class discussions. So on Tuesday, we discussed mental health, anti-intellectualism, and technology. So we talked about AI, and our addiction and over-reliance on convenience, especially through convenient apps. And then for today's lecture, we discussed healthcare in America. So there's just a lot to unpack each class, and we typically go over time. Hi everyone, it's nearly 8 p.m. and I'm barely eating my dinner. I'm having sinigang, which I made yesterday. It's perfect for fall. I actually could smell this across the hallway when I was microwaving it in the kitchen. So I'm really excited to eat this. I'm so hungry. I just finished my yoga class and then I changed back into my normal clothes. But the reason why I wasn't able to eat dinner earlier before my yoga class and get some work done after lecture was because my students invited me to get ice cream after class. So per usual, I had some students stay behind class to talk, to ask questions, and then a group of students invited me to get some ice cream because they needed to use up their dining credits. So I got to try the ice cream that my campus serves. So basically, they serve ice cream that are sourced from cows that are raised on campus. So I just think that's totally cool, and I got some really cool flavors, and it was so yummy. I got like the campfire s'mores one, and then the one with peanut butter cups, and that was so good. And I got to talk to them and basically continue the conversations that we would have in class. Teaching has just been so amazing and so fulfilling, and I know I say this so often, but this month in particular, I really got to see the impact that I have on my students in major and minor ways. And I could really see this, especially when they stay after class. The responses that they had on the anonymous class survey, a lot of it was just so positive, and I'm so glad that they're enjoying the course and learning. Having deeper conversations with my students has been like the highlight of my month. So I'm just really glad that I can be there for them, and I'm really excited to continue the rest of the semester because I feel like I've gotten to know them pretty well in class, through class discussions, through their assignments, and I can really make the necessary improvements and changes and pivot the course in a way where they can really maximize the benefits and also just learn to the fullest. So I'm gonna enjoy my dinner, and then I'm also gonna get some more work done because, like I said, I was just yapping and chatting it up with my students, and although in the back of my head I was like, I had all this work to do, I was like, you know what, I'm really happy that my students feel comfortable doing these nice little gestures for me, and then also talking even more after class. So I love seeing how they're critically thinking beyond the course. So yeah, we still have a lot of things to do tonight, and I also still want to hit the gym, and obviously I had a shower and get ready for bed, and tomorrow we have an early morning to volunteer. Happy Halloween, everybody! It is morning time. It's about 7:40 a.m. and I have volunteer at 8. So I'm gonna do this really quickly, but basically I woke up earlier than I wanted to and I just decided, let me just get up, get ready for the day and get a workout in. I did my 10-minute arm workout, but since I didn't do it yesterday because I was just feeling so tired and so sleepy, I was like, I'll just do more sets tomorrow. So that's exactly what I did today. So here's what we have for the agenda today for Halloween. So like I said, we have volunteer and then I'm gonna eat some brunch. I want to sell some clothes, like fall and winter clothes at the thrift store to get store credit and see what they have over there. I have some things that I need to get to finalize my Halloween costume. It's super easy and low budget type of stuff that I'm actually planning to return after I use it. And then, yeah, we're just gonna get ready for Halloween after I get all those tasks done. We are back from volunteer. It is currently 11:39. So this is what we're gonna eat. So I have this apple Danish. I don't know if it's seasonal, but look at her. She looks so delightful. And I saw some people eating it while I was volunteering, so I had to get it. Then the star of the show, we have this chicken salad melt. And the other people that I was volunteering with said that this is one of their favorites. So I really wanted a sandwich. So I went with the chicken salad melt, and then you also get a free side. And I went with the soup of the day, which is this carrot soup. And I had their grilled cheese, like beefy, cheesy sandwich with tomato soup last time. So that was so yummy, and I just like dipped the sandwich into the soup. So I'm gonna do that right now and just eat, and I'm so excited, I'm so hungry, and also a little tired, but we gotta keep pushing. So after I eat, we are gonna go sell some clothes at the thrift store and get some store credit. We're gonna prepare for my Halloween costume, and then probably take a nap somewhere in between. And yeah, we'll see what else we gotta do. We'll probably do some laundry as well, get some errands in for today. It is officially the end of the week, and I really had so much fun celebrating Halloween last night with my friend Malia, but I didn't really get to film any of it because I was rushing since I overslept from a nap. And now it is the following morning and we are preparing brunch. We're gonna eat this because I got a free pretzel yesterday. I know I think I mentioned getting a free cookie, but I won't get it in this video anymore because I realized it expires later. So I was like, I'll just get it another time because we already got a free cookie the other day. But we are gonna get the free pretzel, of course, because that was expiring. I just got a free salted pretzel, and I also got a hot salsa cheese dip to go with it. And then I made cottage cheese scrambled eggs with onion and spinach. After eating brunch, I FaceTime called my sister while I was folding my laundry. So I just put all those clothes away, and then I went out to go grocery shopping once again, but I needed to pick a few things up to bring to my friend's Halloween party. I mainly just needed salsa, avocado, and chips to bring to the party, and then the rest of the items are for myself. Then I needed to take the dishes out of the dishwasher and wash a couple dishes in the sink. And I also went to the gym, and I didn't record any of that because I was running short on time. But I'm so glad I got to end the week off on a high note with friends, celebrating Halloween and celebrating my friend's dog's birthday.